Okay, today we're going to be talking about wheat beers, and I thought I'd start off with a typical German wheat beer, which is a Flensburger weizen, which is an actual wheat beer from Germany. And the reason why I'm demonstrating this is because I'll be just showing you my wheat beer, which is slightly different, which has just the wheat malts, but it also has rice malts in it, plus just brewing sugars and some honey. Okay, so we're going to try this German beer from Audi. Great bottles. I think I'll use these bottles for putting my brews in, and I'll just open it up. It's got a little seal on it, and we're going to just have a look at it. So I'll just do a pour. I'm going to force the head a little bit, as you kind of have to do with a lot of beers, just to see what the head's like. And there we go. So let's have a look. First of all, it's got quite a nice head, as you can see. What you will notice is that the colour is not too great. I mean, it's typical of German beers. This is actually quite a murky little colour. It's not very clear. And I'll just get it around. And you don't see a lot of gas in it. Now, I'll just take a taste of this. Okay, so it's got plenty of carbonation. Nothing wrong with that. Head is still pretty good. It's got a good head. So you've got to look give it almost 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for the head. It's pretty good, quite creamy looking, so that's good. The colour is off-putting, so you've got to mark it down because of the colour. But once again, it's typical of German beers. The aroma of the beer is a little bit fruity. Yeah, it's got a slight apricot smell. Now with wheat beers, they will have a slight fruity smell. Taste is quite good. I'll have another taste. Okay, so if you've never drunk wheat beers, if we can compare it to, say, an Australian beer like a Vic Bitter, if the bitterness of the Vic Bitter or VB is 10 out of 10, you probably give the bitterness of this about a 3 out of 10. And as far as the malt flavour is concerned, look, it's not heavy on the malt, it's a wheat beer. So that means that malty, full mouth flavour won't be quite there. It's actually very light, the malt taste. So this is a great summer beer, but really it's not for winter. You can't even use it as a shandy because it's just too light in taste. It's very nice. The taste, very clean finish, absolutely no bad taste. If you're used to drinking lagers and I guess your typical ales, then you're going to find the smell of this a bit unusual because it doesn't quite have that hopsy smell about it at all. And the bit of the fruit smell is just going to probably put you a little bit off, but the taste is quite good. I mean, I like clean beers that don't have a big aftertaste. But the colour is good, carbonation's pretty crap. I mean, it is carbonated, but it's just no visual signs of it really. Not good. So that's a German beer, and they rate themselves as the best in the world, Germans, even with the cheaper beers. I've really got to give this about a 6.5 out of 10. The taste is good, visually not very good, and the carbonation's not great. So I'll be comparing this with my wheat beer. It should be ready tomorrow, and we'll just have a look at that, and we'll compare taste, how it looks like, carbonation, all those things. Mine will be fairly new beer, but it'll be interesting to see. Okay, so let's see what happens tomorrow or the day after with my comparison of my own wheat beer. Hello there, we're back again a day later, and we were discussing wheat beers. And yesterday we were talking about Flensburger Weizen, which was a German wheat beer, and it had a rating of 6.5 out of 10. And I must recorrect myself because I said during a video sometime that the colour was good. In point of fact, I think I was referring to the taste was good. So we were talking about colour and the carbonation, and I didn't really think it was that impressive. So that's why I got the rating of 6.5. The taste was good. So I'm going to have a look at my wheat beer, and this is about 2 weeks old, so it's still quite a young beer. I'm not sure whether it will have chill haze, but I know when it wasn't chilled that the beer was crystal clear, so just by looking through the stubby. So we're going to just see how we go with my beer, do a taste test, colour test, and see what's going on. So I heard a bit of I could hear gas coming off it, so that was good. So it's got quite a bit of gas. So just force, I don't even have to force ahead on this, to be quite honest. And so that's actually looking pretty good so far. Probably, okay, so it's actually got quite a bit of gas, and I would suspect that's got a bit of chill haze. The head is actually very good. Really nice looking head. Well, that must be typical of the wheat beers, and it's got plenty of carbonation. That's what I thought. That'll back off a bit, that carbonation. The carbonation is a lot better. It could have a little bit too much, and that could be because you have to add almost half a teaspoon in a 330ml bottle. So that's something I'll be looking at. Still better carbonation than in the Flensburger, and yes, after about another month that'll back off a bit. But gee, the head's quite good. It's starting to go down, so I'll just have a bit of a smell and a taste. So just trying to get a bit of it's got a fruity smell. This is typical wheat beers. Slightly, it's like a pear, with a slight citrus smell. It doesn't smell sour, but I'll just see. Just having a taste. It's actually a very clean tasting beer, that's for sure, typical of a wheat beer. No aftertaste. I would probably say it's slightly zestier than the Flensburger wheat beer. A little bit zestier and very refreshing. Carbonation. Carbonation is very good actually, and you can see it's just slowly backing off a bit too as I've had a few mouthfuls. Yeah, that's actually very good for a young beer. I'll go back to the smell test. Yeah, it's got fruity aromas, more a slightly citrusy smell, like a pear, citrusy pear, but it's just very, a little bit different than the Flensburger, and you can see the colour was also slightly clearer, and that could be a bit of chill haze, but I think that's natural in wheat beers. I'll just have one more taste. Taste is probably for bitterness. I would probably give it about a 4 out of 10 for bitterness. It's slightly more bitter than the German one. In terms of smoothness, very similar. It's not a lot of aftertaste, and very refreshing. A really good summer beer. I would probably rate this almost similar, maybe 7 out of 10, because it's just got, in my opinion, a bit better carbonation. I reckon this is, it's still got a young taste, so look, the wheat beer is slightly better in taste. This will start to settle within another 2 or 3 weeks. Once it's 6 weeks old, I think it'll be really nice. So probably 7 out of 10 at this stage, but very similar. Yeah, look, taste is very good. So yeah, 7 out of 10. It's got nice head retention, as you can see. Plenty of carbonation. It's a slightly lighter colour, so it's not as murky, so it's visually better. Would have loved it to be clear, but I don't think that's going to happen with wheat beers. And I can taste a little bit more alcohol on this, so because it had a malt syrup I used with the Munton's beer pack, and I actually put a bit of honey in it, so it's got different, it's got slightly more complex taste, to be honest. But well worth trying, making your own wheat beers. And that's it for me. So Flensburger, probably slightly better taste, colour, carbonation was very poor. This is better carbonated, and that'll be perfect within another 4 weeks. That'll be beautiful with carbonation. And once that settles down, I would say this would probably be a better tasting beer in some respects. So 7 out of 10 for this, and 6.5 for the Flensburger. But the Flensburger does have a nice taste, I think, visually, and carbonation wise, very poor. Anyway, that's it for me, so over and out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.